Hello again. I'm still using this picture shot into the glass of Will Allsop's chips building down by the in New Islington, and we're going to look again in the channel information. We looked last time when we used channel information. I want to use the channel information this time to create a layer mask. And layer mask, this is a really good introduction to creating masks. Masks in Photoshop, one of the most essential things you can learn. So we're going to do the same thing again. Control or Command and click on the blue layer. That will select the luminosity you see inside the marching ants. And we just reselect the RGB and go back in, and there's the background layer. And our selection's still there. This time I'm going to drag the layer down and create a background copy, and the selection still remains there. So we have the selection available to us, and if we go down to the bottom and click on this little icon here, that will add a mask, and your selection will be converted into a very basic mask. And as you see there, tonally it's not strong. There's no real deep blacks, there's no real banging whites. We can do things with this. If we go across to the image and look at the adjustment, and then we can go into levels, and then we can drag these sliders in levels. We can drive the blacks into black, and by pulling the right hand and left hand sides into the middle, we can drive it into quite a sharp black and white. Don't forget to play with your center slider as well. And quite simply, just by doing that, you've created quite a usable mask. Okay, there's bits and pieces in there that need touching up, but let's just click OK on that, and that's created our basic mask in layers using normal blend mode. Of course, we can have a look at the different blend modes now. It's white to reveal and black to conceal, don't forget, with your mask. So when we change that blend mode there, the black will be holding back the blend mode effect and layer below, and the white will be letting it through the mask. So let's have a look before and after. You can see there we're making the glass more shiny and reflective, but still retaining the reflection of the image that's in there. And you can play with your opacity, so quite good for working with glass, reflections, that kind of thing. If you want to boost up the shininess of the glass, you can do this. But we can also work a bit more inside this area here. If we Alt click on the mask, so that's Alt or Option with the Mac, that will call up full screen your mask, and we can just get the brush. Brush is here selected. I want to paint in overlay, and I'll show you what overlay does. Let's just choose black. Now, if there are any darker or black pixels in there, it'll cover them. If there are no black pixels, it won't in overlay blend mode. So you can paint in overlay blend mode. Quite good for edges. You can see there I've just went over the white bit and nothing happened, and this is just filling in areas. I'm just going back into normal and just fill in these little bits of area here. You see I'm painting with a really big brush. Nothing delicate about this. If you can operate a mouse, you can do this. We're not being tricksy with any selections. Go back in again. You see there, if I painted over there in black, it would just increase things. If I had the X key, that'll toggle through to the white in the brush, and we can just clean out all those little areas there. We can clean out any black that's in those reflections in that bit there. So you're cleaning up a mask by using a paintbrush in overlay. Another little trick there I'm just showing you. Let's just click on the icon again, and we can go back into our blend mode drop down menu and look at hard light. Okay, hard light's good, but let's look at in the mask. The mask has got the white edge boundary on it to show that it's selected. And if you press Control I or Command I, that will invert your mask. So let's just Alt click on that again. That'll bring that up. So you've actually inverted the mask, so the black is concealing and the white is revealed. Don't forget that, white to reveal, black to conceal. Just one of those little mantras you can just be humming to yourself on the way to work in the morning. And change to blend mode again. Let's have a look at different blend modes. This time, of course, the white is letting the blending mode through, so it's the building which is being affected this time, not the reflection. So you can see there, it's a few little easy clicks. We created a background copy mask. Now, if I went now and flatten this, which is just Control E because it's just two layers, and then go back in, you can see that my mask has disappeared. All that work we've just done, let's just Control Z. So I want to have a copy of a mask. So if I just mouse down that, grab it, drag it, take it down there, you'll see there a background copy, mask copy. I'm going to rename it. Talk amongst yourselves, my two fingers do the business. This is Islington inverted. So it just reminded me that I inverted that mask. If we click on the RGB again, composite, go back into layers. This time again, I'll flatten things down, so Control E, just to flatten the whole thing down. And you'll see there, retained in my RGB is a mask. So if I come back into this, if you've got a client or you've got a family friend who wants to say, well, I can just convert that and just do this and that, you have a mask sitting there in your image file. Fantastic. We can also use information from here. Let's have a look at this. Load this, so a little icon down the bottom there, it just will load up that mask you've saved. If we go to the adjustments panel, let's choose brightness and contrast. Brightness and contrast, what will happen is, because you've chosen the mask which you saved, it will load it into your adjustment panel. So again, you've got that flexibility of having a save mask. You can come in and start doing hue saturation, levels, all kinds of things, because you've saved the mask you've just worked on. Okay, play it again. It'll probably make more sense the second time round, but until the next time, that's bye from me and ta-ta for now.